Not the window I wanted. I love when I do something like. And I'm echoing. Why can't things go right? Alright. Um, this window will work, but I will prefer the other one, so I'm going to the other one. Click the wrong one. Hello, everyone. I need to build a one-shot, so I have to build it by Monday, so I figured I'd take you guys along and ride with me. That's what I'm doing. Building a one-shot. Um, and I'm going to start with the map. So what I'm building here is a laboratory. So the whole story of the one shot is that a laboratory in Grimwood City uh, accidentally released a disease. So what will eventually be an investigation around the city will eventually lead back into this laboratory where they will have to find the doctor who created it, deal with the um, repercussions of that virus, which are going to be zombie-like creatures, I think. Not quite zombie-like. Think more of like um because they're going to be fast-paced. They're not going to be slow-moving. They're going to be more like clickers from uh, Last of Us. It's my thought process. It's something like that. Thanks for lurking, hun. Um, so that's the thought process here. Um, so far, I've got a map going. I have a entry office so that you enter in, and this is like the office for reception. Um, I have two entrances. This is going to be an entrance to a meeting room. Oh, am I too quiet? We can turn me up. Wait, I'm also echoing too. How's that? That better? Right? Hmm. All right, one sec. I have a way of fixing this. How about that? That must be better. Or A2. Let's increase that. I should be reading. Okay. I'm almost reading, so I should be good. And I was echoing too. I wish you had told me that too. So that's what I'm building. I'm building basically aliens in a laboratory is what I'm thinking of doing. Is kind of what I'm thinking. So they're going to go on an investigation around the city first and maybe a car chase. But I have maps for those. I don't have a map for a laboratory because there's only so many choices out there for a laboratory. And I suck at map making. So welcome. Better on the first adjustment. Am I too loud now? Catch up, Dave. Testing 1, 2, 3. But so this is where we're starting. I've just finished this entryway, so I'm going to give it a flooring. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's give it a wooden floor. A nice wooden floor here. Let's see here. Okay, it's fine. All right, then we will continue. So I'm making a map. But I do want to make a one shot too because I haven't written it yet. I know the story, but I haven't actually written anything down for the story. So we're gonna do that too. It's gonna be a long night. Hopefully you'll stay with me. If you don't, that's all right too. I understand. But it's gonna be a long night for me. Long night and tomorrow. I'll probably stream tomorrow with it too. But I cannot. They were easy to sing fast. How you doing, nerdy? For the follow. Oh, all right. Let's see. So I started with this meeting room. This meeting room is going to have a hologram projector, a projector, and a whiteboard. I think that's it. I do need some doors for it. Let's go glass doors. Ah, can't get it perfect. I don't like that. We'll still do glass doors, but we just won't do as many. We'll do 3. We'll do something like that. I need so I need a rug because every single thing that I've ever been in has a rug. What kind of characters are you making for an RPG or for an animation, for a movie, for a story? I'm guessing since nerdy, I'm guessing it's an RPG since you're here. And if so, which RPG? Because I love talking RPGs. Third D&D campaign. Is it homebrew? Or are you doing a module? Oh yeah, I was looking for Rex. Let's do Dragonlance. Oh, I love Dragonlance. And they don't have tieflings. You're right. But they do have Draconics. Have you thought about maybe playing a Draconic? Can wait. Sorry. Ads make my book go around though, so all right. So what about Draconics? I know you're going to be playing a tiefling, it sounds like. Sounds like your DM's a really good DM. But I love Draconics. The idea of something turning to stone after you kill it is just awesome. I used to when I had my Dragonlance campaign, I used to have them go against Draconics a lot because it was a story about dragons. So Draconics were involved heavily. So I actually had them roll on a percentile, and anything 20% on the high end, so anything from 80% above, their sword or weapon that they used to stab them with would get stuck. Excuse me, would get stuck in them, so they have to spend an action to rip it out, or they started using bludgeoning items because bludgeoning items weren't going through them because they weren't turning to stone. I do love the Dragonlance series. All right, let's get a pattern here for the floor. Let's do something kind of cool and funky. Yeah, that will work. Oh, excellent. and I just spent a whole time thinking about that. I love Draconics. Draconics are amazing. And have you thought about playing a Draconic? I know you're playing a Tiefling, but man, if your DM's great, I would allow Draconic classes. Wouldn't be hard to homebrew them either. You basically take the Dragonborn and just remove the breath weapon for a stone to death mechanic. But I love Draconics. Draconics are superb, great characters. I had it's because you weren't here, I'm going to say it again. I had a Dragonlance campaign where I had my players, whenever they attacked a Draconic with something that pierced its skin, when it died, they have to roll a percentile, and if they got 80% or higher, the sword would get stuck inside the Draconic as it turned to stone, so they would have to pull it out of the dead body, which would take an action. Of course, that was 3.5 too. Nope, Tiefling's right. I love Tieflings. But you're right, they're not there. So so tell me about your town, since you had to create one. Let's build an office while you tell me about your town, because a little bit. Because how are you going to stick the Tieflings into a series not built for them? It will be an interesting endeavor. We'll get a rug for this room. I just like rugs. I don't know why. I have rugs under my desk, so I guess that's why. So yeah, what about your town? Like, are you got so like, how are you fitting the Tieflings into the lore of Dragonlance? Because demons, if I remember correctly, demons don't exist in Dragonlance. Devils do. Been a long time since I played Dragonlance though, so don't. Long time. Bookshelf. A bookshelf of guns or weapons. Yeah. Poster. Do I have poster things? I wish I did. It would be awesome if I did have a poster. Guess I'm doing painting. I'm a luminaire of the Mist Isles. As of now, I have a lighthouse, lighthouse the people call Infernal's Reach, which guides the ships through the mist. There is a shrine called the Inara Shrine. Incorrect. Demons don't exist. Basically, I just picked an isolated location and working with that. Works for me. I'm all about homebrewing. Most of my stuff is homebrewed. So I have tried many times to do modules, and every time I go so off book on the module that I might have just not started with the module to begin with. My headphones went dead because I'm not playing music. I meant to start playing some music. Let me know if it's too loud when I start this. Too loud. You are not hearing it. There we go. There we go. Just a little bit there, just so I can hear it. We could say the mist is what allowed the tieflings to be somewhere they weren't supposed to be. Yeah, you could do that. You could also have the tieflings be from another dimension, because there are dimensions in Dragonlance. And the island that they're on happens to be a portal to that dimension. Paintings on here. And it's the music. The music's not too loud for you guys, right? Or are you guys barely hearing it? I think you guys should be barely hearing it from what I hear. Just want to make sure. I need some chairs. Yeah, you could have. Because there are other dimensions in Dragonlance. They're not mentioned often, but they do exist. Um, I mean, again, Dragonlance is one of those series that is kind of open. So, like, it's Terry and Maris did a lot of work in the Dragonlance thing, but they left a lot of the lore kind of open still. But there's a lot of history there still. It's weird. Like, it's open, but it's historically it's not. But it is open for interpretation on the lore. That's true. Party might be able to meet your family. Um, what's your family? How many? You still have a family. I love that. You don't know how many D&D sessions I have where a player goes, "Oh yeah, all my parents are dead. I don't have no friends. I don't have any connection to this world whatsoever." That's impossible. You're going to have some kind of connections, whether it's a best friend or whether you have, like, you would be so depressed that you'd want to kill yourself. Um, People have connections. That's what makes people people. You can have an orphan rogue. I don't care if your parents are dead, but you're going to have a best friend that you go and talk to, or you're going to have a father figure or a mother figure that you grew up with that you respect or don't respect, but still have a connection to in my worlds. Because I'm sorry, humans and human beings, we live by the connections of the people around us. When you don't have those kind of connections, it causes mental illness. Um, so that's my 2 cents on it, but it could definitely, people could definitely take it a different way. And I'm glad that your orphan rogue had at least had a sister, even if it was an estranged sister. There's some kind of connection to the world, because people have connections to the world. You just don't exist. Is that level? Did I turn my snapping on? I did not. Yeah, snap that into place. All right. All right. So we have an office. Let's do a rug in this office. Ew, I don't like that color. Do I have a different color? Let's do a white. This is a laboratory. They would be all about whites and browns. Even in their offices, they would be whites and browns. Wolf Embers. Good name. Wolfie Embers. My mother is also a really good name. I'm not going to Inky. Finally, there is yeah. So I'm guessing your father is the human. Let's put a drinking bar in here. Bar. Like that above the walls though. I don't like that one. Brutal and badass bad sense. Do you mean like they're like super uber cool, or are they like weak and minor? Like a full bar. I just want like a 6, 12, 13, 12, 10, and 18. I'm assuming it's fifth edition too. I shouldn't assume that, but I did assume it. So it's 5th edition that we're looking at. Yeah, 5e. Most people are playing 5e. It's usually a pretty good assumption. I just oh, let's put a bar in here. Let's get a mirror. Arcane Trickster. So you're going for the Arcane Trickster subclass. Good subclass. These mirrors aren't what I want. Oh, that rope. Bottles. Let's get some bottles on here. This is the big wig's office. They'd have some cups. My orphan, whom I haven't got to play much of before the campaign died, was in PF. I haven't played Pathfinder 2nd edition. I played Pathfinder 1, but not 2nd. It's on my list of things to play. It's just a lot to learn. I'm in between. Just so you know, Nerdy, because you haven't been here before, I am writing my own system. So spending the time to write that between that and all my sessions that I have going on, because we have a Friday night session that I do every night, live play on this channel. Every other Sunday, I have a pirate game that I'm playing with using the Pirate Borg system. The Friday night sessions using EZD6. So like I'm like booked on time, and it's it's pressure's getting to me. Let's just put it that way. Bowl. Let's get a bowl of fruit. A really bad map maker. I just don't have time to pay somebody to do it, or I would. Okay. I need to add some shadows because, well, I'll do shadows afterwards. I can homebrew quick and easy. By the way, if you haven't taken a look at it, scabbard.com. If you're doing a homebrew world, so much of an awesome thing. It allows you to do some really cool things. Like there's a connection system that allows you to connect one thing to another. So you always have like this branching arc of stuff. It's really awesome. But I'm also a big fanboy for it. So, let's see here. What should this room be? Let's see. ChatGPT gave me some ideas for rooms because I wasn't sure what to do for rooms. And oh, okay. No, that's it. This stream's changing. I gotta show you Scabbard. If you're using OneNote, you need to change, and I'll show you why. Okay, so this is Dark Days. This is my campaign setting that I'm creating. Right now it's an easy D6, but I am creating my own setting for it. So I'm going to show you the graph system for this. So we have the country of Montreal, and then we have Grimwood. Grimwood has these districts in each of these districts. And if I go to one of these districts, I then get my groups. And if I go to one of my groups, I then get my characters. And if I go to my character, I get everything connected to that character. Yeah. I do have ADHD. So, but what's cool is like, if I go to my groups here, and I go to the Mancini family, not only can I have an organization chart, which I don't have, but it gives me all the members of those. And then each of these members has their own connection system. Let's go to one of my PCs because they're probably better suited for. Let's try Shiv. Yeah, so Shiv has like he was a participant in the Solstice Park incident, and the Solstice Park incident was a session that I had. So I wrote up everything that happened in the session, and then I tagged all of my players in it, so my players would know that they were involved in this session. And then I have, this is an encounter of a bigger encounter, which I never finished because my ADHD. We finished it on stream. I just never wrote it up. I'm lazy like that. But, and then you can have like items, and these items can have attachments of their own. Of course, this one doesn't. I happen to click on one that doesn't. Yeah, so like this one is the Kraken's Claw. It's an ironbound believed to be fictitious. The Kraken's Claw Tavern. So this tavern. So like, and your players can look at all this. And you can limit what your players see by using secrets. So like I can make this a secret and my players will never see it or any connections that are connected to it. You can create templates so that you don't have to redo it every time. You just create a simple template of like, here, I want, I don't have any templates in this campaign, but I do in 5 Evils of Grimm's. I have a template for a inn, which basically prints out owner, price, wealth, and security for the inn. And any kind of description, owner stuff, notable patrons. So I just have to fill it out. So I could just apply that template to an inn and then fill out the template. And then what's really cool is if you come here, I'm going to go to classic mode real quick because classic mode is easier to see this. I can actually scan for actual pronouns in the file. So, like, historical figures isn't much. But the Ironcrot Granite Mines, that's actually a place. So I'm going to mark that as a place. It's going to be a subcategory of, it's going to be a sub-region of the AZ Mountains. So I'm then going to connect it. And fawn, shipbuilding industry, flora and fawn. So flora and fawn is a place. So I'm just going to replace that with flora and fawn. Create a place for it. And then I'm going to say it's a neighbor of, because it's not actually in the AZ Mountains. Yes. I have used the Fantasy Town generator several times. What's really cool about that is, let me see if I can show you here. This is an island, a town that I used to create in Fantasy Generator. I can actually come here and say, on the map, I can say, let's see, what are some of the sub-regions? Okay, well, it's the Grand Church, because this is obviously a church. I can come here and click on it, mark it, put the Grand Church of Pelicorn Field, add it. Now my players have a map that they can actually click on and go to those things. So they can actually come here, click on it, actually go to that map. And they can actually see everything I allow them to see. On top of that, you have secrets and GM secrets. So you can have secrets that are only to you, and then you can have secrets that you can allow players to see by assigning them an insider status. You can just say player, put the player's name and save it, and just that player would have all the secrets to that one place. So it's really cool. Like, it's not expensive. I mean, as far as pricing is concerned, this is yearly pricing, but if we go monthly, I have the Mythic, which comes with everything, and it's only $20 a month, and that comes with everything that I've shown you here today. The Legendary does most everything, but what's interesting about the Mythic, going back to my campaign here real quick, we have the Iron Grit. So we have the City Builder. What's neat about the City Builder is I can create an island called... This is for my Pirate campaign. Well, there is a free version. The free version just doesn't have all the bells and whistles. And you can only create like 50 pages, but you probably will create that quickly, depending on your campaign. But what's cool is I can actually break out, like, each city. I can then have subcategories of those subcategories, and those subcategories can have subcategories. So the connection system is just superb. It outbeats OneNote by anything. Quickly, no, but I would run out of pages. Yeah, that's why I went with Mythic, and I just did the... Going back here... You don't have to go to the Mythic. The Mythic just gets you a couple cool features. Honestly, Hero is enough for most people. The difference between the Hero and everything else is you don't get an assistant GM, which probably isn't a problem for you. You don't get family trees, which isn't a problem for you. You get connections, but you don't get some advanced connections. They're minor, though. And you don't get the maps. That is one thing. And you said ooh on the maps. You have to go up to Legendary to get all that stuff at minimum. The only thing Mythic gives you is it gives you City Builder, which was what I just showed you. Gives you Ask Alejandro. It's basically an AI system that it will read your entry, and you can ask it if you want to get adventures, rumors, or world building stuff, and it will give you some options for those to allow you to build it out further. The adventure builder, which I can show you, and the encounter builder. Yeah, most of the time for my AI stuff, I'm using ChatGPT. Like here, I was using it to kind of create. I fed it a whole bunch of things about Grimwood City, and then I used it to try to get some adventure ideas. So it came up with some cool adventure ideas. I decided to go with this one, so I told it so. So it then created a basic thought process of it. And then I said, okay, well, I need some rooms that would exist in this laboratory that they have to go into. So I do use ChatGPT for campaign planning. I do not use it for book writing, which has been difficult to separate. Because I started using it for book writing, and then I realized, you know what, I probably shouldn't. But for campaigns, it's great for campaigns. You know what? We're only human. We can't think of everything. And I'm not a super creative person. Right now, I am average when it comes to creativity. And people will fight and argue with me on that, I'm sure. But I do strongly feel that way. I have some artistic capabilities, but I'm not. There is no way I will ever be a professional in this. But then again, I'm writing a book, so maybe that would be considered professional. Yeah, so this is the Grimwood City book. So Grimwood City is a city that basically it's an urban fantasy setting. It's going to have it has werewolves, weretigers, poet, and music maker. Hey, all to you, music is hard to write. Anybody who can write poetry and music, I tip my hat to you because that stuff's hard. All right. So let's see here. I have a meeting hall. I have an office for the big boss. What else did ChatGPT suggest for rooms that I can put here in the front? Security room. Yeah, we could do a security room here. Wereweasels. I don't have wereweasels, but I have weretigers, werelions, werebears, and werewolves, and werespiders. Though werespiders are not playable race. But they do exist. Can't see why I wouldn't let I probably let somebody play a wereweasel. I mean, the difference between the were creatures are not much. So I could easily come up with a wereweasel. But the EZD6 module should be out by the end of the month. And then my own system, I'm hoping to have out by June. I should have a Kickstarter starting in June for it. Well, not a Kickstarter, backer kit. But it's the same thing. So that's what I'm going to be working on here probably. It's pretty much done. I have a playtest. The reason why I'm making this map in this one shot is because I have a playtest set up for Monday with a whole bunch of strangers. Oh, that's talent. I'm not that good. A lot of my stuff is third person and it's godly perspective. Telling stuff in the point of view of a character is not something I'm good at writing. You should join my Discord. We do a lot of cool back and forth and idea throwing out there. So, I think hashtag Discord works, but I might be wrong. We'll see. No, it doesn't work. But it will pop up here shortly. In fact, actually, I can. Oh, it won't pop up because I haven't turned on my streamer bot. That might be why the Discord didn't work. Let me activate my Discord so you can see it. Yeah. Stop by my Discord. We're very social there and very friendly, and I post playtests and stuff like that on my Discord for people to join. So, love for you to try out the new system. All right, security desk. So we need a console. That's a little complicated. I don't know if I want that complicated of a console. This is complicated, but at least it looks futuristic. Oh, above walls. I don't want above walls. And can I flip this? There is a way of flipping A. There we go. Monitors. I need monitors. There's nothing on those monitors, though. Oh, I can put those on there. Oops. Do this. And we'll do that to show that there's monitors. I would love to see how you organize things. If you're posting on Discord, general would be fine. Oh, you did join. General would be fine. That's where a lot of chatting happens, is general. Welcome to the community. Let's see here. What else? Oh, that doesn't look right. No, I don't like it. Do you okay if I share on stream? I always like seeing how other people organize their stuff because sometimes I can learn from it. I want like a computer chair, like a fancy computer chair. Okay, cool. I don't like to assume that I can put something on stream though, so that's why I asked. I have a really cool gamer chair. Where is it? That's going to drive me crazy. All right, let's take a look at this. So you do like a name, you do like a box here and a box there, and then personality and flaws. Never liked OneNote. I'll be truthful. OneNote always frustrates me. It looks like you're using it really well. I like the font too. It's easy enough to read without being like generic. Um, nice. Very nice. Come on, Discord. You. That's very nice. Good job. Computer chair. That's what I'm looking for. Ah, there we go. These are what I was looking for. My new character, I'm even adding a tab for the hometown. Unlike Rocky's journal. Probably saying that wrong, and I apologize. Um, yeah. I mean, I wish I could get you into Scabbard. I think Scabbard would be great for you. I know it's pricey. Um, but it's so good. All right, let's get a pattern for the floor here, and we'll call this done. This is going to be more of a concrete type floor. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. Oh, yeah, homebrewery. What's really cool is that Scabbard can take um, Markdown, and you can do the same thing in Scabbard. But yeah, homebrewery is awesome. I love homebrewery. All right, we need a secure door, something secure and not glass, something like that. That will work. Um, and yes, you have to go when you make a door like that. Okay, Kitsune. I feel like I should know what that is from, and it's not coming to me. Kitsune looks very familiar. Oh, you know what we can put in here? We need a trash barrel. Trash and spirits. Thank you, Nine-tailed trickster fox. I knew I seen it before. I heard it before. Um, fast food. Let's give them some fast food. Security guards that are fat and lazy. Let's go with the stereotypical security guard. I think it's the only fast food I have, really? I thought I had more fast food. So that's it. Um, What if I type in soda? Not cider. Soda. Oh, there's a can. Oh, homebrew Japan. That's interesting. I don't know enough about Japanese culture to do that, but I really like the idea. Japanese culture eludes me beyond, and it's just honestly, it's just effort on my part to learn, and I just haven't bothered. Which is sad because I should, because other cultures are important. So I'm not a history nerd. I want to be, and then I don't, and then I don't do it. Like, the idea of history is important, but I'm just not that type of. All right, so this is going to be a. I need a desk. A desk that's long. And like this will work, I think. Maybe I want to modify that. So he's human. Did he start forging before he met the mother? Or after? Do you want it to still be Japanese like? um because you could go with something demon-esque to play off the tiefling world if they had like met afterwards. Um so you could go like Darken Forge or um I'm spacing on names too. Usually I'm pretty good at coming up with names. Um Chair. Um what's the set naming convention? Oh, your world has a set naming convention. Yeah, because it's Japanese. Um I need bookshelves in here. because this is going to be like the filing people. We need lots of bookshelves in here. Let's see if I can fit them. Some filing cabinets. It was nice of your DM to give you the capability of making your own town. That was really nice. Most of the forges in Dragonlance are named stuff like Darkenforged or Hammer Forge or stuff like that. It's very dwarven in nature for forges. At least the lore that I remember. Again, it's been a while, but which, if it's their first campaign, they should be strict. I know a lot of new DMs don't want to do that, but new DMs need they need some ground to work off from. You can't just jump into weird stuff and let people go whole hog. It will make your life a living miserable home. Not saying that you will. I'm just saying in general, such as the having a horny bard, they'll definitely play that up and make their life a little bit harder. Um, but yeah, it's looking for papers. Like, I want a ream of paper. Yeah, but that's not entirely true. You could definitely help out with, like, you could make it easier on them by need to get white. Let's do this. You could make it easier on them by, like, even though you have that meta knowledge, you can help share it and maybe ease their transition. I've done that so many times with new DMs, it's not funny. There we go. Yeah. It posts every 24 messages, I think, or 26 messages or something like that. So. Yeah. Not being chaotic definitely will help. As well as making my hometown as streamlined as I can. Yep, you are. And you know what? You're also helping by giving them family to work off from. Because, again, connections drive character, and character is what we're all here for, right? Rug. That's too much white. I need a rug. That's too much white. And what do I have? A whole bunch of white. Under. Yes. I, oh, you have a family dog named Biscuit. I would totally kill Biscuit. I'm sorry, but I would. That would be the first character to go. It would. It would be the first character I would kill. I love dogs, but I would still kill the puppy first because it would be more emotional. All right, what do I have for tanks? Ooh, I do have some stuff that I might be able to use. Let's make this more... Here. Well, for Raka, her only emotional death was the loss of a player who had scheduling conflict issues. Nemo was an orc who wanted to protect Rose, my nickname, because of the innocence that she radiated. Oh, that's always sad, but also a really good way of getting canceling a player. I'm glad if the player couldn't make it, I'm glad that you guys managed to finish his story at least. See here. I want something, maybe we'll do this. Under what do I have for water that I might be able to fill these with because they look... Hi, Dave. Well, that's sad. Sad but good. I mean, think about it. Like, I'm glad, like, again, like I said, I'm glad that... Hey, Dread! Oh, no. You get to see my horrible maps. I don't want you to see my horrible maps. No, it doesn't. It's horrible. I like D&D. I like Dungeon Draft. I think it's really good. But I also have a lot, like... I have a lot of assets in Dungeon Draft. That's why I stick in Dungeon Draft. I just have so many assets that... Problem is, they're mostly fantasy assets, which... Great! Awesome! I just saw something that I really wanted. Where was it? No, I just saw it. Maybe I can find it with X-ray. I'll find it. It's in there. Now that I know it's in there, I'll get it. First combat was great. The bar that we got lit on fire. Not a problem for me. I'm a tiefling. I ran and hid behind the counter, then peek and shoot an arrow at one of the bandits who rushed in, which pierced the neck. After that, they were all neutralized. My party ran out, and I started digging the body I shot out. I then called out to the bandit leader to get his men, and the leader looked down at the corpse and walked away. And then looked up at the cleric, and I asked, "Why are they leaving him?" Oh, that's a great roleplay session. My pirate system. We just had our first session, and I killed somebody the first session. Now, being said, the system is designed to be very deadly. This person had 1 hit point at the end of character creation. I think Array's in the chat right now. But she stuck her head out to shoot, and she killed somebody. So when she stuck her head out again, the captain of the ship shot her, and she failed her defense roll. So, I'm starting to think that maybe these should be red now. I think I have red, so I think I'm going to do that. Cable. Do I have red? Ooh, I like that better. So this is what I have so far, Dread. I have an entryway for the players to enter. I have a meeting room. I have a security room. I have the main boss man's room office. I'm making a laboratory type situation right here, a containment system basically. What else did it tell me to make? A decontamination chamber, a security room, a data center. I should create a data center too. I need to edit these pathways because they're... like the looks of them. Hey, yeah, I don't... I'm using the basic add here system. I got yelled at by Stellar for not changing it, but I'm using what they recommend for for it because he runs a lot more ads than me. Wait. An audio music for cats when they eat. My cat's lucky that she gets fed. Kidding. If Melissa's still here, I'm kidding. I've received 100 messages this chat. Hey, Grim, how you doing? Was a good laugh. Let's do this. I need a body. I need some bodies. Body. Both Rose and Luna are going to be similar in personality. Both characters are going to be pretty innocent, and they won't officially join the party, but just have been following around first time they met. Dead bodies? Sure, how many? I need 3. So, do you consider yourself innocent, Nerdy? I'm interested to see if it's playing off your own thought process. Call your guy? Okay. On level 2. With that, let's put that on level 2. Put this on level 2. Okay. I'm unsure. I've been playing Rose for a while and really enjoy how I've been playing her for them. So I kind of wanted to do that for this new group. So you're a healer type, helper feeling type person. Sounds like. You like to help people, which is great. I'm a healer type person too. Not that you're a healer per se. No, I didn't mean healing as in like healing. I meant as in like you're helpful. You want to be like a helpful person to the group. Does that look like they're in water? Do these look like they're in water? I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about that. Besides this needing to be fixed. Okay. As long as it looks like it's in something. That was my goal. I'm trying to think what else I can do. Uh, I think I can filter the... The funniest story was when we were trying to stop the magical tsunami from destroying the town. I gave the cleric the wand since the bad guy had was her mentor. Well, the NPC panicked, so I grabbed her hand and then say to my DM, "I tried to stop the storm." And I asked me how do I try to do so, and I say, "Rain, rain, go away." The variant incumbents rule. I don't know the variant incumbents rule. What's the variant incumbents rule? I'll just leave it like that. That looks more like they're in water than the other one. So let me read. Let me... That looks like they're in water now. So yeah, what's the variant incumbents rule? I'm interested in that because I usually just ignore it. So if you carry weight in excess of 5 times your strength score, you are encumbered, which means that your speed drops by 10 feet. If you carry weight in excess of 10 times your strength score, you up up to your maximum carrying capacity, you are instead heavily encumbered, which means your speed drops by 20 feet, and you have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws that use strength, dexterity, constitution. Okay, that makes sense. I could foresee using that myself. So she's not carrying much. That's what you're telling me. Get everything. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Don't mean to do that either. Stop. Stupid computer. Path tool, edit points. Actually, with her backpack on, she is heavily encumbered, but she will drop the backpack as a free action and feels more real, which is why I like her. Yep, that does feel more real. Because if you're heavily encumbered, you're going to. Alright, that's good enough. What else would be in this room? Computer stations. Consoles. The worst part of the early game was being heavily encumbered and the terrain was difficult due to snow. Yep, that would definitely do it. Definitely cause a problem. I wonder if I have anything that's specifically lab-oriented. Oh, nothing specifically lab-oriented. What about medical? Oh, I have a chronopod that I could have used. Or, hell, I could have used that, but it doesn't have a body in it. I wanted bodies in it. Do I like this more than this? I don't think so. All right, let's put a security door on this because it's secure situation. And let's give it a flooring of. How's everybody doing today? Like, everybody have a good Saturday? Backpack was 82.75 pounds, and off it was 31.3 pounds. Oh, you were 82.75 pounds. Excellent. Do you do VTT, or are you just doing this in person? What VTT do you use? I'm curious. Foundry? Forge? I mean, not Foundry. Not Forge. Because I'm a big Foundry user. I haven't checked it out. Let me check that out now. On your Patreon? Red Maps, where are you? Doesn't there you are. Take a look at this map pack. Is this the Tale of the Manticore one? Is that what you're talking about? So it's the estate. Oh, you took forever for this estate. But I mean, obviously, it's well detailed, and there's reasons for it taking forever. I just don't want to show. What's it in this one? Built castles and manors. Need like a. I don't want to extract. I want to download. Thank you. You guys get to see my horrible mess of a download folder. That's all right. Oh, I should save while I'm thinking about it. All right, let's take a look at these maps. You have a day-night. That is really nice there, Dread. Love the little candles at the feet of the statue. If people aren't following Dread, you should probably follow him. Got the right one this time, right? I did, okay. Last night I tried to shout you out too, and I... not last... Yeah, it was last night. That's really cool. And then you have... That was the second floor, and you have... How many styles do you have? This is just... Okay, I see. So that was floor 2, and then you have a night one. That was the day one? Ooh. What's the night one look like? Oh, cool. I like the night one more. Let's go to the first floor and take a look at that then. Ooh, Night Xmas. Christmas themed. You're a little late for the Christmas theme, though. Um, Day. So when are you gonna start setting these up as Foundry models, modules? I like the cellar. God, that must have taken forever to get right. How'd you get the curved... Is that a special asset you have, the lighting? I probably will use it. I just don't know where or how yet. Oh, there's a new path tool coming? Oh, nice. Kind of like Dungeon Draft does. I need to... Let's make this entranceway. Table. I'm not excited for this map. I'm really hating it, but I do what I do. I do what I do. It will suffice for what I need for the... It will suffice for what I need for the actual campaign, so... Statues. Let's get some statues on here. I don't want anything gruesome. I just want, like... Rope is important, and 10-foot pole, man. 10-foot pole. I want stuff that is, like... medical type stuff. Not horror goth. Oh, that's good. Ruining somebody's DM's day is always a good thing. My players seem to do it to me perfectly fine, so... Then paintings. Let's get some paintings in here. Using the paintings for, like, posters, where posters would go. This is the entryway. It's not anything that's super serious, but need to get it done. Alright, let's, what do I want to do for a pattern for an entryway? Yeah, that works. I lassoed the foot of the knocked out NPC and used my 19 charisma to convince people to pull the guy onto the ship. And thinking of this, you may assume my character was lawful or good. Nah, she was true neutral. She only rescued them because she wanted a good look to look good in front of a pretty girl she saved. She also had 6 strength. She needed help. um, doors. I need doors now. Need... I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. I don't want to do it the hard way. Fine. What do I have for 2x4 doors? Maybe I'll do this. I can do this. Then I can go back to those doors. Turn off anger. Not energy doors. Those doors, those weren't the right doors. These were the right doors. Just have to delete the wall when I get to it. But she never dated the girl. Eventually, she met a green tiefling named Question, and after some time, they become a couple. She was a cool monk. Wait, you had a... Oh, well, dexterity. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I'm anchored. Yep. No, the NPC was a monk. I also used Arcane Trickster Rogue then. Well, also, still, dexterity, you don't need strong strength. Though strength would give you more of a damage bonus. Well, no, it wouldn't. Because you use dex for your damage bonus too, don't you? God, it's been a while since I played 5th edition. I'm starting to forget it. Windows. I will say I do have a bard, but she's not the best. She's not... Hey, all characters are great. All characters are great. Alright, so we have security room, we have a meeting hall, we have an entranceway, we have an entry. We have a containment area. We need an testing and observing room. We can make this into a testing and observing room just by adding some walls. And then we'll put some circle tables in there. Stats were 6, 15, 14, 16, 10, 17. Her weapon of choice was quarterstaff, which uses strength. This is what I meant. Ooh. Why did you go that route with her quarter set with weapon? I'm a min maxer. I'm sorry. I try not to be, but I am. Which is funny. I'm a DM. You think I wouldn't be a min maxer, but I am 100% a min maxer. Um, see here. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry, I didn't read that aloud. Usually, I've been reading them all because of my old character, Milville. Used to bonk her enemies with a stick, so I thought it was funny to go quarterstaff. And two, since I'm not even gonna try, is a Kitsu who watches over a shrine. Quarterstaff makes most sense. That does make sense. Oh, she used to bonk her allies. Oh, I read that as enemies instantly. Ah, that's interesting. Um, that sounds like a fun character. No, I want that. Testing room. Of course, they're testing on children because they're an evil corporation. Oh, I should fix my screen. I completely forgot about this. Uh, you guys aren't even seeing. Well, you're seeing somewhat. Um, because yes, of course they'd be testing on children. Why wouldn't they be? All right, so let's go ahead and put carpet in here because it's for children. For carpet, I know I have carpet. I don't have much carpet, though. I have a lot of stone. Went the wrong way. Really need more carpet. It is horrible. That's the reason why I'm doing it. I like that. I wish I could search this like I can search patterns. I mean, not patterns, everything else. Spider web. I don't want spider webs. No, I have carpet. Blue clean carpet. There we go. Something very generic. That's what we want. I need a toy box. Do I have a toy box, I wonder? Toys, I have a box, so let's make a toy box. Let's put some toys in this toy box. I'm so evil. Oh, we gotta have the toy beholder. Toy sword next to it. Toy train. Hey, let's see here. Alright, that's good. Not that I'm gonna make these toys come alive and attack my players. Not at all. All right, I need some sick beds. What do I have for sick beds? Sick. Not a sickle, a sick. Okay. Hospital. I always spell this wrong. Did I get it right? Looks like I did. All right, I need pretty sure I have this in pass. Curtain. Ha, I do. I thought I did. Gonna have to make a pipe, but we'll deal with that when I get there. I'm there, so let's see what I can't find for a pipe that will work for what I want. That will work if it's not too big. It's too big, but that's all right. We can fix that. There we go. For 10. Back to 1. Nope. Okay, that didn't work. All right. Let's fix this. Let's redo it. It's roughly about there. Yeah, I was thinking I could get away with it, but I couldn't. So, what are you guys all doing on your Saturday? Watching me make a map. Can't imagine this is entertaining. I'm hoping I'm entertaining, but I doubt I am. Uh, Watching some dude make a map. Yeah, some dude. knee is killing me. No idea why. I didn't do anything that was worth. Oh. All dead bodies. Hey, Kala. How are you? I think you're a first time chatter, right? You are. Welcome. If you don't know who I am, I am Grimwood Games. And I DM live streams and make maps and fantasy and stuff. I am writing a book, and that book is about a urban fantasy setting. So, welcome. Thanks for joining. Here, what else do I have? Use here. Where was that? Oh, I used it before. I'll just go back to it. Back here and go back to hospital because they had pills. Let's see, pills. Where are they? No. Awesome. I need people. Yeah, knees are. It's just been so painful lately. I have no idea why. Like, I wear a brace when I exercise, and it just doesn't seem to be like doing it. Person. Um, body. Body's gonna give me like monsters and undead, I think. You're not gonna steal much from me. I'm pretty bad at it. You know who you want to watch. And if you haven't, you just got here, I think. So I'll do a shout out again. Um, but Dreaded Maps, who's in chat right now. Oh, I can't because it has to be 28 minutes. Dreaded Maps, he's really good at it. They look sickly and dead, but I don't want them to be dead. But I don't think I have a sick person. So we'll just do it this way. And then we'll get a blanket. We'll cover them up with a blanket. It will help. You use Clip Studio? Oh, so you draw your own stuff? Or do you use assets? Yeah, Forgotten Adventure stuff. They're just great. I love the Forgotten Adventure stuff. I use a lot of their stuff too. Yeah. Clip Studio has a lot of cool things. I usually take my maps into Photoshop afterwards, and I usually do shadows and stuff in Photoshop. But I probably won't for this map because this map has to be done by Monday, and I'm probably not going to bother. Technically, all of these have drop shadows. Like, I can come over here and I can be like, add a shadow, and it creates a shadow. But it just does it on the outline and it does it all the way around. When in reality, your shadow is probably only going to be on this side. Don't usually spend the time to do shadows, I'll be honest. Oh, it's configurable? Maybe I should learn Clip Studio. I'm just lazy and don't want to learn Clip Studio. Especially since I know Photoshop. Let's put simple double drawer on this one. That. No, it wouldn't be a huge leap. It really wouldn't be. I'm just really lazy. I know Photoshop from I went to school for animation, so Adobe products just work for me. Yes, there are many quirks in Dungeon Draft that I can't stand. Um, and problem is, a lot of my assets that I own are for Dungeon Draft, so I just stick with Dungeon Draft. All right, what else did ChatGPT recommend here? Data center. Data center, huh? Suppose a data center would make sense. You need to be that big. Data centers aren't usually huge, not in hospitals. Yes, I agree. Oh, a stealthy pun. What's the pun? I'm always good for a good pun. A little bit. I've read it once, but it was like when it first came out. So, correct? Yeah, I do know that. Hasselfish. Ah. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the meant to be that too. They have since the very beginning. TSR is full of them. Oh yeah, I Spelljammer is big. I like Spelljammer for a lot of things, but yes, full of puns. Wrong. That's a good question. How does Google say it? Barong, borong, I guess, or boring. I'm really bad at pronouncing things. Brohug. Oh, yeah, Brohug. This is going to be a secure place, so it's going to have one of these doors because it is a computer room. Let's get a computer in here because it is a computer room. Spelljammer is one of my favorites. So my DM for my 5th edition game, we play like once a month. She said we could play anything in any of the books as long as they were written by WotC. We have a cat person. I don't remember what the name is for cat person, but you know it. We have the hippo, and then I'm playing a rabbit. So we have a hippo, a rabbit, and a cat. You're in a break, so I will wait. All right, let's get this. You, Brad. Add. I love ads. Really, I do. Still in the ad. Okay. There it is. Nope, that was not the right one. Darker. Come on. Still in an ad. Welcome back. So what I was saying is that we have a hippo, a rabbit, and a cat. And the very first thing that the DM put us in, we walked into a bar. So the first thing out of my mouth was a cat, a hippo, and a rabbit walk into a bar. They all say ouch. Let me see if I can find where this is. Okay, it's right there. Okay. I hate this. So annoying that I can't search for patterns. Gotta set the tone for the whole game, yeah. In the Spelljammer model, there is a bar owned by a beholder. Yes. I actually have brought that beholder into other games because I love him so much. He's such a good character. Cops are out. There we go. I know, it's such a great bar. That whole bar. There, I don't know how many times I have teleported players to that bar just to play with it. All right. So let's see here. What else do I need? Main research lab. That can be the rest of it. That can be the big bad fight. Obviously, we won't let them enter. Complimentary parrot. Yeah. They do love their puns in their books. Need lab stuff now. Lab stuff. Lab. Lab coat. I found more stuff with hospital, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's more stuff in hospital. Oh, my dog's having a bad dream. You guys hear a dog barking? I'm sorry. Romy girl. It's okay. Hey, Romy girl. Get a table, a couple tables in here. For Luigi's Bar, I used a track named Important Jeff Business, Manson Fisher. Ooh. I've never been good with music in my games, and I feel bad about that. Um, Romy, Romy, wake up. Um, I've just never been good about it. I should be better at it, but I'm not. Metal table. Oh yeah, and you can stream video game music, which is nice, without it causing too much problems. I stream a lot of my games. We have a Friday game that is Easy D6 set in my setting called Grimwood City. It's a modern urban fantasy, and then I stream every other Sunday a pirate game. So Yeah, I'm technically using that now. If you're hearing it, I have it pretty set pretty low. But I'm using the same thing. I just do it through owned, but it's technically the same site. I'm just really bad at like switching tracks and then remembering to turn the music on and turning the music off. Oh, their Folio library is great. Um, Beaker. Let's see if we have Beaker. Oh, we do. Here we go. I don't know what a lab's supposed to look like, but we'll just do something. Make it look like a lab. Alchemy? Maybe? Yeah, let's give them some alchemy equipment because they're doing magical stuff. So, yeah, talk to you soon, Dread. I'm sure we'll get in touch. I still need you to build me a power plant. Money's tight right now, though, but I definitely want to hire you to build a power plant. Um, oh, I got a message real quick. I apologize. And it's from somebody who doesn't usually message me. Oh, dang. Okay. Um, yeah. This is all good and stuff, but it's not. It's all broken. Need better equipment. Need better medical assets. I gotta find some. Hospitable. That's. Oh, come on. Spelling it wrong. Spelled it right all afternoon. You think I could spell it right now? Oh, don't know why you did that, Google. I spelled it right. It just didn't. This wouldn't happen, but let's have a lab coat there. Gloves. They would have gloves. And they would have gloves all over the place. So we'll put some gloves all over the place. Yeah, let's give them a piece of equipment there. Some equipment here. Let's do that like that. Yeah, let's give a chair. Middle here. Some arms. Arm. Let's see here. I have more equipment than I thought. Needed to get to it. Ooh, babies. I wanted to put babies in here. I know they're baby dolls, but they'll work. Messiest hospital I've ever seen. That's all right. What am I gonna do? All that good. Do I want to do those type of babies? No, I'll just stick with those type of babies. Let's do a couple chairs. All right, this will be good. Need doors. Let's do like entertainment area. For doors. Oh, this is gonna be good enough. I'm getting bored and lazy. Bored and lazy, which is always a problem. Ah, put a shower curtain. Shower head. drain. Emergencies. All right, good enough. Not the greatest, but it will do. It'll give my players something to do. Save it. And then let's export it as... Oh, I haven't done lighting. I should do lights. Let's see, lighting tool. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, going back to an ad again, guys. I'm sorry. Let's chat better. All right. Then in the hallway leading up to it. All right, that's good. Let's export this out, and we're just going to export it right to the VTT. We'll get rid of the grid, though. We don't want the grid. 256. Let's drop that down. You know what? We'll keep it 256. That's fine. And let's save this at maps. Oh, laboratory. And you know what? I'll probably end up throwing this out and finding a laboratory map and probably using that because I don't like the way I do maps. They're perfectly fine. I'm just not I'm not good at it. My maps work for what I need. Saving. Hopefully it doesn't crash because DD crashes so often. Another thing I can't stand about DD Cal Dungeon Draft is how long it takes to load assets. I have thousands and thousands of assets. It takes me hours to load them. Not an hour, but it literally takes me like 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, I don't have this set up yet. Let's open up Foundry. Do have it set up, but I just don't. I have it set up locally instead of on my server. Get that open. It's taking a while. Actually, return setup. I have to get the universal importer. Universal battle importer. Enable the universal battle importer. All this lab file, apps, laboratory. Padding, so we'll get rid of the padding. Now it loads. So what kind of maps have you been making like lately? Well, fail? Did I miss that? Upload still in progress. Okay. Let's give it a sec. It's a large file, so. This will save me from having to do all the walls and stuff like that. So. This is my new system that I'm developing. So the system is a D12 system. It has 3 pools. The pools are used for health and enhancing your rolls. So when you go to attack, you have the capability. Oh, cool. Those are good maps. So you can do a boon or a bane based on type of things, and then if you roll a 10, you can actually boost it by using pool points. And those pool points will allow you to get to the number that you need. I really like running it, so I'm going to. It's a good one. It's a good model. I typically am a homebrew DM, mainly because I don't have the control to stick with a module. Usually I start a module and then suddenly I'm no longer on that module. I'm on something else completely. So I tend to just stick with everything. Did this not upload? Is it still uploading? Error. Cannot read property of none. Error buffer. Do I have to lower the... Times does this? Really? really didn't load it. Let's try it one more time. Get rid of the convert and just have it upload it and see what happens. You really, it's a good module. I definitely read the modules quite a bit, but I just don't. I've never. I haven't played them really. I've played in modules, but I don't really run them. Let's flicker and lower the animation speed and intensity and see what that looks like. Gotta put some color to it. No, it's color. The intensity. Okay. Sure. Whatever. There was some walls that I had to get rid of. Where were they? They were here, I think. I think I have extra walls here. You have extra walls there. I'm pretty sure. Oh. So when are you going to run that? So, and these I have to add a ethereal wall. These are not walls. They were they were just decoration, so I have to add them. Don't have to be super accurate, but yeah. Honestly, most D&D modules, I feel like they're the encounters are generic. I really think like they could do better, but I don't know how. So it's not like for me to be like, I'm better than you, because I'm not better than them. They are amazing crafters at what they do. It's one of those situations where I just think they could be better. I do not. I wish I did, but I just can't seem to keep up with it. I start out doing it right from the box, that's for sure. It's really high. Yeah. I tend to start jazzing around before I finish the module. Mainly because I get bored with the module because I've already read it a couple times. And my players are taking forever to get through it. Or I just let the players do what they do. Sometimes that's what happens, is the players want to go to Waterdeep, and the adventure is in Icewind Dale. I don't care. I'll take you to Waterdeep. Let's go to Waterdeep. I'm okay with that. That's where you want to go? We'll go to Waterdeep. Hey, not a too shabby map. Not a great map, but it's not a shabby map. I did pretty much significantly rewrite to the end of it, and I think my version hits better. Would not surprise me with a Wizards of the Coast module. I think they're good. They're not the best modules written out there. I can think of several others that are better. But that being said, my map is done. I think that is where I am going to leave you guys for today. Let's see who is streaming something, maybe another map. Okay. Dragons. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, like, I feel like they could be. They're not the greatest stories out there either. Right now, I would say DCC has some of the best modules coming out. Um, let's somebody's. Let's get you guys over someplace so that we can raid out here. Somebody's playing Dungeons and Dragons. Let's go raid them. I thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. It was made my day go a lot by quicker. You guys have a nice one, and I hope you guys stick around. Fridays we have Easy D6 set in an urban fantasy, and then Sundays we have Pirate Borg. So come check us out. It's not this Sunday; it's every other Sunday, but come check us out. You guys have a great night, and thanks so much. Computer is not working with me. Sorry, guys. All right. You guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping by.